Welcome back to your reading, Aquarius. Thanks again for joining me. This is part 2 of July 2021, compassion. Well, compassion. True compassion, of course, starts within. It starts with you, learning from your experiences, even challenges, forgiving yourself for experiences that have caused suffering to other people, to yourself. Carrying this heavy burden, the weight of internal judgment, only brings pain and suffering. But when you have compassion and love towards yourself, forgiveness expands towards others around you. Forgiving another, of course, can be the hardest test of all, especially if the hurt that they've inflicted is cut deep. It's natural to want to react with spite, bitterness, or rage. It's even more natural to want to put up walls of protection from further pain. But when walls surround someone, it really halts growth and the ability to manifest something new. So if you found yourself here, Aquarius, unable to move on, or if someone else has been unable to move on from you, then it's time to choose a different path, to choose forgiveness, to choose compassion and love, to not close your heart, to not build walls, because it doesn't serve you. Choosing love. You may still love this person, but know you need to walk away from them. It's a hard thing to do, but this feels like giving closure, to clear the air between the two of you so that you can move on to something else. That I do feel it's you that has a focus towards something else, but feel free to flip that out. Okay, let's get one more card here before I start the clarification. Let's get one from the Moonology Oracle for you, Aquarius. Let's take a look. Message for Aquarius, please. What does Aquarius need to hear? Message for this reading for Aquarius. What does Aquarius need to hear? Message for the air sign of Aquarius. Aquarius. What does Aquarius need to hear? Message for Aquarius. Okay. A personal issue reaches resolution. The full moon in Cancer. Yeah. So there is a conclusion. There is an ending here. It's a final ending. What has troubled you? What has caused pain? Perhaps something that you've resisted. Perhaps you've resisted talking about this. It feels like it all reaches a conclusion. Cancer, it does feel like it's an emotional issue as well. So let's see where this goes, guys. I'll start the clarification here with the World card. Let's clarify this reading, starting with the World. As you let go and willingly release the physical, emotional, and mental aspects of your being, spirit becomes your state. Yeah, it's something that you're meant to leave behind. It can be very fearful, of course, leaving a place of security, leaving perhaps something that was once comfortable, something that was valuable in your life, moving on to something else, not having your stability around you. But Aquarius, if anyone can manage it, you can. I feel that you're going to learn a lot from this transition into something else. You're transitioning into something else. You're going to learn a lot about yourself. Let's see. We'll start with the World. The Emperor in reverse. Okay. Yeah. There's it feels like maturing. It feels like growing up. It feels like a situation in which you had perhaps grown resentful. You had a feeling that you were angry about. I feel like it was a situation that had become embittered. it was making you feel it was making you feel okay, like you didn't have control, like something else had control, someone else had control, but you're ending that, you're walking away from that. We've got Temperance and the Three of Cups in reverse. Yeah, I feel like you're cutting out people from your life or situations that were not good for you. It feels like leaving behind a crowd. Okay. I'm getting that. Leaving behind a crowd. Okay. So this situation that you're moving on from, it feels like you didn't get along with the people that were around. Okay, it may have been you had a partner, you didn't like their friends, or you didn't get on with it may have been their friends, something like that. It's a group of people that I'm picking up here that you were finding it difficult to gel with. You weren't vibing with them. Yeah, you want to move away from that to find peace, because they were, I'm picking up, they were annoying you. Maybe they were loud. There's something here where these people were annoying you. There seemed to be a large group of people, a crowd. You want to find your own space. You want to be alone. Okay. We've got the Page of Cups in the reverse with the Six of Swords in the reverse as a goal. Yeah. You're not looking for love yet. You're not ready for it. I feel that this was a love situation for a lot of you, but you didn't get along with the people that were around this love interest. Perhaps you didn't feel like they gave you enough attention. You didn't feel like you fit in with them. There may have been an age difference for some of you. Perhaps you just didn't feel like you had enough in common. You didn't enjoy the same interests. The fun had gone out of the relationship. You weren't doing things together. But I see you moving on from that, but you're not ready to pursue new love yet. Although you have your eye on someone, I feel, for a lot of you. Okay, the Seven of Wands in reverse, Ten of Cups. Yeah, this is the obstacle. It feels like family. Family may have wanted you to stay. Yeah, I get it would be, family and your life would be easier if you stayed. Okay. But you know what, Aquarius, I just see you as someone who doesn't really take the easy road. You're not afraid of a challenge. You're not afraid to do things that are maybe others would shy away from. Yeah, I just get that. I get like there comes a point where, you know what, sure, okay, life would be easier if I stayed here because it's the known quantity. It's something that is very stable, or could be if you stayed. But at the end of the day, if you're not happy, Aquarius, you're going to move on. Yeah, I feel like there's family around you that wants you to stay in this situation, but you're not happy with it. King of Pentacles in reverse, King of Wands in reverse. Yes. Aquarius. You know what? Stability only matters so much for you. There's more things that are important to you right now, and that's your peace of mind, your peace, and being alone. I feel like being alone right now matters the most to you. So I get you not worrying about the money anymore, not worrying about. See, you might have stayed in a situation because you were fearing a loss of money. People around you were not happy with you, wanting to leave. But you know what? All that doesn't matter, because if you're not happy at the end of the day, you're gonna make a move. We've got the King of Cups and the Ten of Swords in the reverse. Yeah, right now you're not ready to approach anything new, to start something new with a person, or I even get, for some of you, go back to someone from the past. Yeah, you need to give yourself this time to transition, to get yourself stable, in a more solid state when it comes to your finances and how you're feeling, just in general, because this situation has been very tumultuous and the ending has been very tumultuous, although it appears to be getting better because of this conversation that you're going to have, this closure. Goodness, yes, we've got the Eight of Cups and the King of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, I feel you're getting to a point where you don't care anymore about the money. You're going to say, you know what, okay, have the generosity. There could have been a situation here where you're leaving a partnership, a marriage, a job, where there was money involved. You didn't want to give that money, but at the moment it seems like something else is more important than the money. And so I feel that there's generosity involved here, because in this move, making this move, you may have to lose money, give money to someone else, or just, for some of you, you're moving on from a job in which there is a loss of money, of course. Now around you we've got the Three of Swords in reverse and the Four of Wands. I feel that a lot of you are moving home, moving to a separate house, changing your abode, freeing yourself from this other environment. And we've got the Eight of Pentacles in reverse and the Four of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah. You know, it seems like for a lot of you Aquarians, this is a totally new phase for you. So I'm getting some of you are walking away from a long-term relationship. Some of you are also walking away from job. Something that you had been holding on to and working towards for a number of years, I get. Leaving that all behind, and you know what, just kind of saying, okay, I'm getting this. Let me get one on this card here, Aquarius. It just feels like something has really drained you. I'm getting this enormous amount of drained energy, and you need to take time to recharge. You need time for yourself to recharge. This has been very, very wearing, highly charged, emotionally draining situation. Yeah, the Chariot. You know what, you're overcoming. The thing is, there are so many things that you thought that were obstacles. You didn't think you were going to be able to move away from this because you thought to yourself, you know what, there's just too many obstacles. But you're going to be able to get through it. I get one step at a time. Yes, there will be a loss of money and a loss of stability here, at least temporarily, but you're going to be able to get through this. You're going to be able to move on to something else. You may not have as much stuff, but you know what, Aquarius, I just see you as someone who doesn't need a lot of stuff. you're actually being quite generous to whatever you're leaving behind. It could be a person. Let's see, this personal issue reaching an end. Yeah, we've got the Hanged Man. We also have the Nine of Cups in reverse on the World. Yeah, situation which had been going on for too long, was unhappy, is coming to an end. I feel for a lot of you Aquarians, it's just time to move on. A time to move on, but there is going to be this uncomfortable conversation. Take a deep breath and communicate. We've got the Magician card of communication and death. They're communicating an ending. 2 major arcana. It tells me that this is a big deal. This conversation, there's an air of finality to this. It is about the end of a partnership, the end of a personal relationship or a business relationship. It's a difficult conversation, but one that has to be had. If it's entered into with compassion and a spirit of generosity, you'll be able to get through this. Of course, whenever we leave something, the other person wants us to stay. There could be conflict, but if you don't escalate to a place of anger, for some of you, I get you willing to, if you're a masculine energy, I feel like you are willing to, trying to get the word, anything to bring peace, anything to bring peace and closure. Okay, but needing to stand up for yourself at the same time. Does that make sense? It's not allowing anyone to steamroll over you or to take advantage of you. You know, your generous spirit. You know, you want to show compassion. You want to be generous to someone with this ending, but you don't want to be taken advantage of. Absolutely not. So it's in this conversation, I feel that you're going to have to toe a line between not showing any kind of aggression if someone becomes perhaps a little bit overly emotional or difficult to deal with, or perhaps demanding in some way. It's going to be difficult for you to try to maintain a place of balance and calm. Generosity is the key, though. I feel like this person will calm down if they see that you're going to be generous to them and that you are going to come from a caring place. Okay. If you come with anger, resentment, withholding, being less than generous, I feel like this could be something that is very difficult to deal with. Okay. All right. So a little bit of advice there from Spirit to get you past this hurdle. Yeah, it feels like something that you've been avoiding this conversation because you didn't want to, well, you don't like conflict and you don't want to talk about your emotions, but this person is going to get emotional. But I feel that you're going to be able to handle this if you keep it even keeled with that spirit of generosity, being very generous to this person. Yes, okay, let's see. This space clearing energy. Let's get another card on space clearing. You don't want to, there's already some negative energy around this. You don't want to create more with this conversation. You know, you have a goal in mind. Yeah. You want to keep your focus on your goal, which is getting out of this and going towards your new something brand new for you. So try to keep your focus there and try not to get too stuck in a fight or battle with the person or the thing that you're leaving behind, is the message here from Spirit. Yeah. Otherwise it's going to delay your departure even more. Yeah, you're going to have to be really strong and show compassion to this person. How is this person going to react, Spirit Guides? How is this person going to react? Quite fiery. Yeah, they're going to feel somewhat, I get that heavy energy again, that burdensome energy. But my Spirit Guide is saying this person is an adult. They're not a dependent, so you don't have to take on someone else's burdens as your own, or release yourself from that. Yes, and keep moving forward towards something that you desire. I feel it's this other thing. It could be a person for some of you. For others of you, it's a goal, another job. For a lot of you, I get that you're moving a house, moving into a different place. Let's see, I actually want to get a message on where are you headed here. Let's take a look. Where is Aquarius headed? Where are they headed? Well, you're shedding the past, absolutely. You're ready to move on to something brand new. Yeah, again, after seeing things from a higher perspective, you are moving on. You're no longer attached to whatever you were holding on to, perhaps out of stubbornness, out of pride, out of ego. You're letting that go, and you're now ready to step into the future and to make space. Yes, and being generous on the way out means that a lot is going to come to you. If you're stingy and withholding on the way out, I get that that's actually going to block the abundance that's going to come to you in the future, Aquarius. Sorry about the noise outside, guys. Goodness, let's get a couple of cards here from the surrender cards. What does Aquarius need to surrender? What does Aquarius need to surrender? What does Aquarius... Oh, alright. Okay, surrender your need to always be right. That's what I mean by acting out of ego or pride. Yield. During this conversation, you're going to have to yield a lot to the other person. It doesn't matter if you're right and they're wrong. It doesn't matter. Keep your eye firmly focused on the door that you want to head out of. Okay? Capitulate. Be yielding, not rigid. This will help resolve conflicts and get you out of this. And when it comes to obsessive thinking, whatever you're thinking about in the future, I feel like it may have become quite an obsessive kind of thought. Try to pull back that kind of energy. Focus on replacing. Anytime you start obsessively thinking about something that you don't have right now, I get it as obtaining something that you don't have, this future goal, or something that's very tempting. Try to replace that obsessive thought with some other kind of more positive energy, a positive thought, which may be more about, say, if you're obsessing about this conversation and how the conversation is going to go with this person. I'm getting for a lot of you it's that. Okay. Obsessively thinking the worst. Try replacing it with a positive thought. Okay. If you go into this conversation obsessively thinking it's going to go bad, Well, guess what? That's exactly how it's going to go. So try to maintain a positive focus. Keep your eye firmly focused on what you want to achieve here. Moving forward, getting out of this situation will help you. Okay, and there's no need to obsess over the future, because right now you've got to deal with this situation, and that's where your focus needs to be, Aquarius. I'm going to leave it there and wish you all the very best. I thank you so much for watching. If you'd like a personal reading, you can email me, gypsyinsights@gmail.com. Thanks again, Aquarius. Please take care, and bye for now.